Good morning. Welcome to the Closers Cafe, Thursday morning, November 20th. I'm running a few minutes behind. I'll explain why. Later in the live stream. And I've got a great lineup of things to share, strategies to dig into, and just some good phrases and scripting that you can use. Let me just take care of a few housekeeping items, make sure we're streaming on all the platforms, and we'll get into it here in just a few seconds. So let me check one last thing here. All right, we got this here. Bada bing, bada boom, boom. Okay, today, four phrases that I have been using repeatedly to get more clients. Phrases that keep conversations going, phrases that uncover motivation, timing, and other information that is useful when you are working with or having conversations with or getting responses from leads. These four phrases you can bolt on to other scripts and templates. And in fact, they're extracted from 3 or 4 scripts and templates that I've been sharing pretty regularly here. And I'll share those in a few minutes that you can write them down and then just commit to finding as many ways possible to use those phrases. So 4 phrases that when you use them will create more deal opportunities, more client opportunities. You'll uncover motivation, timing, things of that nature. And so I want to share those this morning. Also this morning, I am going to do some marketing, some promotion of a price improved listing, a price improvement. And in fact, one of the reasons why I was late on here is I was talking with one of the owners of a listing that I have that has gotten stale. We've been under contract 2 different times. It's just fallen apart a couple of different times for different weird reasons. I mean that like truly just strange stuff has happened with it. And so I was chatting with her. I've already done a price improvement in the MLS, but now I'm going to use that price improvement a little later this morning to market and promote it to see if we can get some activity this weekend and hopefully get an offer and get that thing sold before the end of the year for Diane and Shane. I will also be sharing and even recording some Loom videos as follow-up to conversations that I've had, some of them that I've had on the live stream here earlier in the week, some of them that have come in since then. Time permitting, I'm going to make some calls, some follow-up calls as well. So lots of good stuff on the schedule for today. If you missed yesterday's mastermind, we have the replay and all of the additional resources already loaded up and ready in the free Skool community. The free Skool community, depending on where you're watching this live stream, will be in the description. The community is leads, listings, leverage. I believe also if you go to growwithjosh.com, it just forwards into here. You can join for free, go to Classroom, go to replays, and right here is yesterday's replay. The full 1 hour and 41 minutes. It was a marathon. There was lots of good stuff in there. I've got a bonus training that's in there for you and 4 specific resources that you can check out. Some of them you can literally rip off and deploy for yourself. So good stuff there. If you missed it yesterday, you can go back through and check it out. All right, here's what I need. For those of you who, if this is your first time or your X number of time, I would love to know in the comments, 1 win from the last 24 hours, and what action are you committed to today to grow your business? For me, the win that I have, what was my win from the last 24 hours? Let me look at my, I'm going to share a win from this morning. My win for the last 24 hours was this morning at 8 a.m. I talked with a brand new licensed agent who's coming on board. She's partnering with us at EXP with my organization and Honey Badger Nation so that she can hit the ground running and she's got big goals and dreams in this business, and we want to get her plugged in and ready to go ASAP. So that's my win from the last 24 hours. It came this morning. I'm going to pick one other one. What else? I don't know. Another win would be, did I schedule an appointment yesterday? I can't remember. So I'm just going to go with that. That's my win. You can share your win below. And then my one action is we are going to promote my price improved listing across socials, in my database, and to with reverse prospecting to agents that have clients who the property fits their criteria, their search criteria. So we're going to dig into that. Again, share in the comments, one win, one action you're committed to today to grow your business. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share the 4 phrases, but I want to do some of the promotional stuff first. Okay. So I'm going to share I promised in the headline here, 4 phrases that you can use repeatedly to continue conversations, to uncover motivation, and to ultimately do more deals, write more contracts, and have more closings. Okay. So I'm going to share that in a minute. But what I want to do first is I'm going to do some promotion of my listing that we just reduced. And I'm going to use the phrasing price improvement. Price improvement. I'm not going to use price reduction or price drop or even price correction. I'm going to use price improvement. Okay. Because the words we choose matter. The words we choose matter. And here's what I tried that on another listing. I used this phrasing on another listing sometime in the last couple of months. And what struck me is I had several people that actually, and some of them were in real estate, some of them weren't, but they actually reached out to me to tell me that they liked that different positioning of it. They liked that wording of it. So I think there's probably something to that. So for those of you that are watching the TikTok live, if you want to see my screen, let me share it first and foremost. If you want to see my screen, you can come on over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Come on over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. When you do me a huge favor. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button and the notification bell as well, so you can check out these new these daily live streams. Okay, so come on over if you want to see my screen. So this is the property that we literally just did a price reduction on. Okay, I dropped the price. I was talking with Diane this morning. It's one of the reasons why I was a little late coming on, and we dropped it from 175 to 160. And I'm not going to bore you with the story of this. This property has been it's been under contract several times. It's had some weird stuff happen, and we want to get this sold. They want to get it sold. I want to get it sold. We want to move on from this and hopefully get it sold before the end of the year. We'll see. We'll see about that. So let me see here. Has the price reduction gone through here? No. Okay. So I'm going to edit my listing. I'm in listings to leads. Listings to leads. You can get a free 21-day trial at growwithjosh.com/L, the number 2L. Growwithjosh.com/L, the number 2L, L2L. And you can get a free 21-day trial with listings to leads. It's one of my favorite tools and platforms. I use it often. It is a great way. It's a great tool for capturing more leads. And I'm going to show you this strategy here. And it is very likely, very possible, and very likely that while we are live here, that I'll see some new leads come in. Actually, I'm going to turn off. I've got this little spotlight thing here, but it is bothering my eyes. So you're just going to have to, the lighting's not the best. We'll just make the best of it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to adjust the price, and the custom banner, I'm going to say price improvement, and then I'm going to save that right here. Now I'm going to go to market listing, and I'm going to go to social media posts. If you're watching on the TikTok live, first of all, thank you. Second, you can, if you want to see my screen and see exactly what I'm doing, you can go over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube, Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube, and you can see my screen. If not, you can hang out there. I appreciate you. Give me a thumbs up. We got a good crowd over here, so I appreciate that. All right, so we did the price reduced, and you can see the pre-populated post says price reduced in Ickesburg, but I'm going to change this language. I'm going to change this language. We're going to say price improvement in Ickesburg. Okay. And I'm going to all caps improvement. And I'm going to, for whatever reason, Ickesburg is in all caps. I'm just going to adjust that a little bit. I'm going to pop in here my contact information. So I'm just opening up my open it up. I just want my, here we go. Here we go. So I want this so I can include this in the text. Oh my goodness. I'm going to copy it here. I'm making these edits, and then what I will do is I'm going to promote this listing. I'm going to share it on Nextdoor. I'm going to share it on my Google business profile. I'm going to share it on Facebook, and then we're going to share it into a bunch of groups. And, we'll see, but very likely be generating some new free leads while we're still live streaming here. And then after I've done this promotional window, I'm going to share the 4 phrases that I promised that you can use on a regular basis to get more clients, that to continue conversations, to gauge motivation, timing, etc. All right. So I've got that here. I'm going to edit this here. So I'm going to edit this. It says price drop. I'm going to say price improvement. Let's see here. There we go. Price improvement. Hit apply. I'm going to save. Actually, I'm going to download the image. I'm going to download the image because I'm going to use these images on the posts here. So I download the vertical version of the image, and I'm downloading the square version of the image because we're going to use both of them. It still has price reduced here. I don't know. Can I guess I can't edit that. That's kind of frustrating. But regardless, we're still going to use it here. I'm not going to let that stop me from making progress. I am going to, okay. So I'm going to hit preview. I'm going to copy this. I've got the image already saved, and now I'm going to go to Nextdoor. If you're, once again, if you're watching on the TikTok Live, first of all, thank you. Second of all, if you want to see my screen, you can hop over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. When you do me a favor and subscribe and give it a thumbs up as well. So I'm in Nextdoor, and I'm going to go post. I'm going to add the location, and I'm not going to put the specific address. I'm going to put the city. Now, this is a very remote location. It's very rural, not densely populated at all. This is a cabin on 4 acres with a pond. And so I'm just for some context here, like it's not a densely populated area. But we've actually had a fair amount of interest in it. We've had contracts on it twice, but it just hasn't worked out. Okay. Here is, I'm not gonna get lazy here. I'm going to do something that I've shared a couple of times here on the live stream over the last week plus, which is optimizing the images when I'm making these posts before actually making them. And here's what I mean. And I will show you, and I can actually demonstrate this on the TikTok Live here. So if you don't want to pop over, you'll be able to at least experience this here. So I'm going to share the image to my phone right now before posting it. Okay. I'm going to share the image to my phone before posting it because I'm going to make some edits to the image, which will give more organic juice or more signals to on Google and on Nextdoor and on Facebook who this might be relevant for. And it means that I will get potentially more activity on this post and potentially just in general, just more organic juice. Or opportunities. For some reason, the airdrop does not want to cooperate with me. So in this case, I'm not going to wait around. I'm going to email it to myself so I can download it on my phone, make the edits, airdrop it back, and away we go. Okay. If we're going to do the work, we might as well do the work well, because the little things, little tweaks here or there can make a big difference in results. And so if I'm doing the work anyway, let's go ahead and do it in an optimized fashion so that I'm getting the most from my work, from my activity. Okay, so let's see here. I'm just waiting for the images, the email to come on my phone. Actually, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to drop some Easter eggs here as I'm doing this. So the first phrase, I promised four phrases that you can be using on a regular basis to continue conversations, to initiate conversations, to identify motivation, timing, and so forth with people that are thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate. And phrase number one, write this down. Phrase number one, is that right? Phrase number one, is that right? Let me give you some use cases. It looks like you just requested a cash offer or an offer for your property at street address. Is that right? It looks like you just requested information about our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive. Is that right? Is that right? It looks like you just requested our list of recently price reduced homes available here in Fort Worth under $375,000. Is that right? Is that right? Yes or no? Is that right? 6-7. Is that right? I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry. Some of you get that. Some of you don't. If you don't get it, it's probably better. Okay, so is that right? That was the first of the four phrases that I'm going to share here. I'm going to drop them as Easter eggs, and then I'll summarize them at the end. I'm just downloading the images because I'm going to tweak both of them. I'm going to use the vertical in a couple of cases, and I'm going to use the square in another case. So now I've got them on my phone. Right here. Okay, right here. And I'm gonna stop my screen, my share here, so you can see it full screen. So I'm going to hit the I button. There might be a better way to do this. This is just the only way that I know how to do it. Okay, I hit the I button. I'm going to add the location, and for the location, I am going to put the very specific location here. In my post, so I put the actual location of it. Okay, so now there's geotag location. Now in my next door post, I just put the town, but regardless. So I'm going to say, for the caption, I'm going to say cabin for sale, Perry County, PA, Ickesburg, Pennsylvania, listing agent, realtor, realty, EXP, and my name. Okay, so I add that in the captions. I'm kind of keyword stuffing the captions. I'm going to copy that because I'm going to do the same thing on both my vertical image and my square image. So I'm doing this again, and then I'm going to airdrop them back to my phone. I'm sorry, to my computer, and then we'll continue with this. And so I've got that. I'm going to add the captions. Boom. So now I did the exact same thing. We geotagged it and add the images there. I'm going to airdrop this one, both of them actually, to the back to my computer. I'm going to go back to we're going to go back to sharing here. And I'm going to grab, let's see here. Which one? How do I know? 859. Okay, 859. So this is the right one. And then I don't even know if I saved or I copied this. Price improvement in Ickesburg for instant for instant access to up to the minute pricing, all photos, floor plan, and more, go to, and then the link to it. Let's see here. And I'm just going to say OMG. Okay, so I'm going to copy that because I'm going to need that again, and I'm going to go ahead and post that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and post that. If you're watching on the TikTok live stream and you want to see my screen, pop over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube, and you can see my screen as I'm doing this work. So I've got the next door post done. I'm going to go to Facebook next. And I'm going to switch to using Facebook as my business page. And for this one, I'm going to use the square image. I'm going to use the square image, but I'm going to use the exact same post. In other words, the phrasing here. And all I'm doing right now is I'm highlighting the hashtags so they're active. For whatever reason, when you paste them in, they don't show automatically. Whoop, I don't know what happened here. What happened? I do not know what is going on right now. Hold on. Here we go. All right, back here. Okay, right here. Now, what don't I have in here? I'm missing Perry County. And I'm going to also Perry County, PA, and I'm going to put cabin for sale. I should put that back in the Nextdoor. I can go and edit the Nextdoor post. I don't know that it's a huge deal. Hashtagging, I don't know for sure that hashtagging on Nextdoor makes a big difference. It might, but I don't know that with certainty. Okay, so I'm going to post that. While I'm waiting for that to go live, I'm going to go over to my Google business profile. I'm going to go back to my Google business profile, and I'm going to go posts, add post. And I'm going to select I want the vertical image again, the one that I edited. I'm going to go, I'm going to paste in the description here. Actually, I want this description with my more hashtags. When you post to your Google business profile, you can't have in the description, you cannot have links or phone numbers or things of that nature. It's just against their terms of service. So I'm making some edits. I'm going to copy the URL that I want to send people to. And we're going to go learn more. I'm going to paste that in here. And then I need to change the call to action. So for instant access to up-to-the-minute pricing, all photos, floor plan, and more, just tap learn more below right now. I'm going to post that. And we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm going to do one last thing, and then I'm going to share the second phrase that you should write down and use often to continue conversations, to create more opportunities, to uncover motivation, timing, etc. when you're talking with potential clients and consumers and even past clients, things of that nature. So I'm going to Facebook on my phone, the Facebook app on my phone, and I'm on my personal profile. I'm on my personal profile. And then I'm going to go and find the post that I just made on my business page, which is right here. Okay, so I found it. And I'm going to share this to my story. That's not going to get me a lot of activity, to be honest. But it will give me an opportunity to, what's going on here? Hold on. Let me make sure, because I want to share a little trick that I shared. I shared this recently, and I don't even know that it's a trick, and maybe all of you know this, and I'm just a goon. But if I go share, actually, let me do this. I'm going to copy the URL. Okay, I'm going to copy the URL. I copied the URL to the Listings to Lead landing page, which, by the way, the reasons why I use Listings to Leads for this is their pages. This page, let me show it real quick. This page for single property listings converts better than any other page that I've tested. It just does. I've tested a bunch of them. I've sent tons of traffic to tons of different pages. This one converts better than anything. And it converts even better when you use the website lead capture tool that you can get at fastcashoffers.ai. fastcashoffers.ai. Okay. So I've copied that URL. I copied that on my phone. And I'm going to go to my story. Why does it not want to load? My story is not working. Well, I won't be able to show that. Maybe I'll be able to show that later. I'm gonna choose instead. Let me go to groups. So I'm going to share in groups. And this property is in Perry County. So I'm gonna start by typing. I'm just typing in Perry County. Actually, I just typed in Perry, and I'm selecting. I don't know why this is doing this. It's being a pain. I'm trying to select the seventh one, and it won't scroll up for me. That's probably a user error. Well, whatever. I'm just going to go with 6. I'm just going to go with 6. And so I can add some emojis here. Instead, I'm going to say, who do you know that might be interested? Who do you know that might be interested? That's not even one of the 4 phrases that I promised today, but it's one that I have emphasized several times on this session as a better way to get people to engage and think about who they might know that would be interested. Who do you know that might be interested? That's not even one of the 4. I'm going to share my second of the 4 in a minute here once I'm done sharing this. Okay, so I'm going to share this now, and there we go. Now, I wonder, is it sharing to my story? Doesn't seem like it is. I really want to share this to my story. So I'm going to try one more time. Share my story. I don't know. Maybe I need to update my Facebook app. I don't know. Moving on. 4 phrases you can use to get more real estate clients. The first phrase was, is that right? Is that right? You can use that on the back of whatever they requested. Hey, Roscoe. Hey, Roscoe, looks like you requested info for our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive. Is that right? Question mark. Or, hey, let's see. Hey, Ruby. Hey, Ruby, it looks like you requested an offer for your property at blank address. Is that right? That's the first one. The second one. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Did you get all the info you were looking for? Once again, did you get all the info you were looking for? Hey, let's see here. Who do I got here? I'm trying to grab a username. Hey, Sonny. Hey, Sonny. Looks like you requested info for our property at 94 Meadowbrook Drive. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Did you get all the info you were looking for? Okay, so that's number 2. Is that right? Question mark. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Question mark. And the bonus one, who do you know that might be interested? Okay, I've got 2 more that I'm going to share, but I'm going to intermingle them in between doing the actual work to get my client's property sold. So number 1, we did a blast out to the social sphere, right? We're putting it out there organically. Okay. Number two, I'm going to share small screen. I am going to go to my KV Core, my Bold Trail rather. I'm going to go into Bold Trail, and I am going to find all of the contacts that had requested info about this property. So I'm going to search by hashtags. There's no hashtags for Ickesburg. Come on. I know we've generated some leads here. So I'm going to try and find, there it is. Okay, there it is. So I've got 20. I don't have a ton, but I've got 20 folks. Again, I want to emphasize this is a very rural, remote property, and I feel like I've had more interest in this than that. So maybe there's another way. I'm going to search another way. Actually, here we go. I can search. This is 94 Meadowbrook. Is that one of the hashtags? Oh, okay. Do we get any more? Nope, still 20. Well, whatever. I'm going to hit up the 20 that had previously requested info on the property. Okay. And you know what? Some of this is my fault because I know that I have leads that have requested through one of the portals, whether homes.com or Zillow, etc., requested info about this. But regardless, I'm going to select all. I'm going to choose email. I'm going to say price improvement, RE cabin for sale in Ickesburg. Looks, hey, by the way, if you, again, if you're on the TikTok live and you want to see my screen, you can come over to Josh Schoenly Coaching. When you do, please subscribe, please. And hit the like button, smash the notification bell, etc. Hey, first name, looks like you had previously requested info about our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive in Ickesburg. The cabin on 4+ acres with a pond. We just made a massive price improvement. Or we just, how do I want to say that? I'm going to say we've just made to the listing. Would you like me to send you all the details? Thanks, Josh. I'm going to copy this. This is what I normally put in my subject line. I don't need my email because they have my email. Or I'm sorry, not my subject line, my signature line. And I'm going to say, call, text me, 717-571-0456. And then I hit enter, and then I put these because it's just creates some more white space there. I'm not going to do my signature. The subject line, price improvement, parentheses, RE cabin for sale in Ickesburg. Hey, first name. Looks like you had previously requested info about our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive in Ickesburg. Parentheses, the cabin on 4+ acres with a pond. We've just made a massive price improvement to the listing. Would you like me to send you all the details? So that I'm going to send. Hello, this is Josh. I thought maybe it would be a good call to have some fun with here, but it was a scam call. Spam call, spam. All right, there are 4 here that I have a text for. So let me see here. I can only send it to 2, but 2 is better than none. Hey, first name. We've just made a big price improvement to our listing to our cabin for sale in Ickesburg on 4+ acres with a pond. I'm going to say with a pond. Would you like me to send you the updated info? Thanks, Josh. Okay, so that's a text message. And look, some of you may be thinking or wondering, this seems like a lot of work. And it is, but I take pride in selling my listings. I don't just put it in the MLS and put a sign up and hope that it sells. I very proactively am working to sell my clients' listings for the highest price, the highest net, etc. And sometimes they're easy. And sometimes we got to earn our commission. And in every scenario, we're paid quite nicely in doing so. I also take a great deal of pride in the fact that I don't think I've had I've had one expired listing, I think, in, I don't even know how many years, maybe 2. Okay. So, you know, I take pride in that. All right. So thus far, here's what we've done. Here's what we've done to promote this listing that we've had, that we've made a price improvement to. We've promoted it organically online, on Nextdoor, on my Google business profile, and on Facebook and Meta, and in some Facebook groups, etc. We've directly reached out to people in my database, contacts in my database, leads, prospects, however you want, you know, whatever word you want to use for them, to see if anybody might be interested. What else are we going to do? What else can I do? Well, another strategy that I use when I have a new listing, or when a listing like this, we're making a price improvement to, is directly reaching out to all of the agents that have clients that this property fits their search criteria. Reverse prospecting is what it's called in Bright MLS. And I just realized, or came to know, you know, was made aware recently that that not every MLS has this functionality. So that's unfortunate, because like, this is something that works really well for me. That works really well for me. And so I'm going to do that in a minute. But before that, I just had a new lead come through on one of my listings through homes.com. Organic lead. They requested information about my listing. So why don't I call and text them using the scripts I've been sharing, and even the phrases. The second phrase, phrase number 1, is that right? Phrase number 2, did you get all the info you were looking for? On this one, I'm actually going to use the next phrase, and you'll see why. You'll see why. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to take action here, and you'll see why. You'll hear me use the new phrase, or the third phrase that I wanted to share, and you will see me. I'm sorry. I'll explain why after I make the call and after I send the text. Okay. There it is. Okay. Laura. I'm going to call Laura first. I'm going to call her first. This is fun and exciting. Exciting. Give me a thumbs up. Come on, people. Give me a thumbs up. I don't know why I got so excited there. That was weird. My apologies. Probably not going to answer. I'm going to leave a voicemail, and then I'm going to send a text message. I'm going to use the third phrase of my 4 that I wanted to share this morning, and then I'll explain why I'm using that one. Here we go. Voicemail. Stick with me. This gives you time to give me a thumbs up or heart or whatever. Very long voicemail. Very long. Hey, Laura, this is Josh with eXp Realty. I was calling because it looked like you had requested info for one of our listings at 497 Middletown Road. That one is pending under contract and not currently available. I'm curious, are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? I will shoot you a text now as well. Thanks, and hope to chat soon. So that is phrase number 3, which is, are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? And I used that one because this property that she requested info about is pending under contract. Hey, Laura, this is Josh with eXp Realty. Period. I just left you a voicemail. Period. Looks like you had requested info about our listing at 497 Middletown Road. Period. That one is currently pending under contract and not actively available. Period. Just curious, are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? Question mark. I'm just making sure that all of that came out the way I intended it when I talked to text. It did. Send. Boom. Okay, so why am I sending that? Why am I including that? Well, it's not actively available, so I've got to find some other question. It would not make sense for me to say, did you get all the info you were looking for? And even if I use "is that right," which was the first two phrases that I shared this morning that you should be using as often as possible when you're communicating by text, by email, by DM, or on the phone with potential prospects or people that potentially are looking to buy, sell, or invest and use your services. Is that right? Phrase number one. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Phrase number two. That one doesn't make sense because she had reached out about a property that is actively under contract. So I want to find out, is she looking for a home for herself to live in, or is she an investor? Because that question, then I can take the next line of questioning on a different path depending on the answer to that. So those are three. I've got one more phrase that I'm going to share. If you're following along here, my Easter eggs this morning. I'll share the fourth one in a minute. Before I do, we need to knock out one more promotional strategy, marketing strategy for my listing that we just did a price reduction on. I've shared this a number of times recently, but I'm going to do it again because I got to do it, and because we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught, right? So me showing you this again is a way to illustrate the work that we should all be doing, on behalf of our clients. Okay, so I'm in Bright MLS. If you're watching on the TikTok live and you want to see my screen, you can pop over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Do me a favor, if or when you do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the thumbs up and smash the notification bell as well, please and thank you. So I'm in Bright MLS. I've got Bright. We have reverse prospecting in Bright. I'm going to pull up this listing right here. This is the listing that we just had a price improvement. I'm going to hit reverse prospect. And these are all of the agents. Wow, this is a lengthy list of agents. So I'm going to copy all of these. Okay, I'm copying them all. I'm going over to ChatGPT. I'm going to open two windows of ChatGPT. I'm pasting in that data. And I'm looking for my prompt. The last time I did this, I think I did this, I can't remember if I did this early this week or maybe it was last week sometime. Where is it? CSV creation for contacts. Here we go. So I'm going to scroll up here. Here is that prompt. I'm going to put that above. And it's going to go to work. Now, this is a pretty lengthy list. I might actually have to, I might have to use Manus for this. What is this saying here? If you prefer, easiest, copy and paste the whole block again as a file upload, text or even screenshot. If you upload it as a file, I can parse it cleanly with Python. I've never gotten this prompt before. That's interesting. All right, so I'm gonna open up a text box. I'm going to go new text box. I'm going to paste that in. Whoops. No, I'm not. I'm going to paste this in. And I'm going to switch the format. This is exhilarating, I'm sure. Absolutely exhilarating. The format, text only. Let's see here. Font. I want make plain text. Okay. Okay. I don't think I'm just going to use Manus for this, and I might pivot off of this. I may do this after the fact, because this is about as boring as can be, as far as content. But it is. I mean, the boring work is the boring work. I mean, it's just the reality of our business. And maybe it's not you that does this stuff. Maybe you have someone, but somebody should be doing this if service is of utmost importance to your clients. So while this is working, while this is working, I'm going to share the fourth phrase that you can and should be using frequently in your communication with potential clients, whether they're looking to buy, sell, or invest. The first phrase was, "Is that right?" ? The second phrase is, "Did you get all the info you were looking for?" The third one is, "Are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor?" And the fourth is, "Are you staying here in Central PA or relocating elsewhere?" That is a phrase I use when I'm talking to potential sellers. Okay. Whenever the time is right, will you be staying here in Central PA or will you be relocating elsewhere, maybe somewhere a little warmer? I'll mix that in as well. So those are the four phrases that I am constantly, as often and in many ways possible, using to continue conversations, to uncover motivation, and to see who might need my help and when they might need the help. Okay, so I've got these. I've got my contacts here exported. Manis did it without complaining. Holy smokes, there are a lot here. There are a lot. So I'm going to download that list, and then I'm going to go to my cold outbound engine. This actually perfectly ties into our mastermind replay from yesterday. If you missed it, you can go and join our free Skool community, Leads, Listings, Leverage, Skool as in SKOOL, or you can go to growwithjosh.com. If you just go to growwithjosh.com, it'll redirect you here. You join the community, go to classroom, and go to yesterday's mastermind. We uncovered the difference between cold outbound to generate motivated sellers versus warm inbound to generate motivated sellers. And the replay's in there and all of that. I'm using the same engine that I use to generate motivated sellers. I'm using that same, it's a white label version of Go High Level that I use to communicate by text and email for cold outbound communications like this one. So I'm going to go contacts. This is a kind of a multi-step process, but again, it's all worth it to do our best for our clients. Okay. So I'm going to upload the CSV that Manis spit out for me. I'm going to hit next. We're mapping up the fields, and I need to figure out. I'm trying to map the reference ID because that is how the agents that I'm sending this can go and find who the actual client is. So let me see which of these. Just bear with me here. I don't know why is this not scrolling for me. Bear with me. Okay, yeah, contact ID. No, I can't do that. I don't think it will let me do that. So I'm gonna cross that out. I'm gonna call it date of birth. That's for me to know. That way I know it. Okay, I'm gonna go 94 Meadowbrook. By the way, this is, I don't do this often, but if you want help implementing this kind of stuff in your business, including this, etc., then you should schedule a time for us to chat and we can explore partnering together so that we can help you exponentially grow your business. Whatever your goal is for 2026 and beyond, personal production and even passive or recurring revenue, we should have a strategy session and figure that out together. growwithjosh.com/20. 20. growwithjosh.com/20. I'm going to say RP list, RP, and then today's date. That way I know. Why did it not tag it? Oh, okay. It is there. It is there. Select, and I'm going to start the bulk upload. I'm going to start the bulk upload. So that'll take a couple minutes. This will give me an opportunity to mention again the 4 phrases that I've promised this morning that you can use regularly to continue conversations and to uncover client opportunities. Number 1, is that right? Number 1, is that right? Hey, Richard, it looks like you requested a cash offer for your property at street address. Is that right? Hey, David, it looks like you requested our free list, or you requested our list of recently price reduced homes in Fort Worth under 375K, which, by the way, that is a campaign that I helped one of our newest agent partners set up to fill his pipeline with motivated, ready, willing, and able buyers. We did it yesterday. That's an example of how we can implement and help you grow your business if we partner together and collaborate. Anyway, is that right? Second one, did you get all the info you were looking for? Hey, Carl, looks like you requested info about our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Question mark. Last, third one. Are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? Okay, that can be a follow-up. That can be on the back on a lot of different things. And the fourth one, this is specifically if you're talking to people who are thinking about selling. Are you staying here in the area in Central PA? Are you staying here in Central PA, or will you be relocating elsewhere? Okay, if those were helpful, and if you wrote those down and you like those, and you can see yourself using those to continue conversations, give me a thumbs up or a heart or whatever those things may be. Now that I've done all that, I should be able to do a couple more things here with this list before I queue up a text that I'm going to drip out and an email that I'm going to drip out to help get this property sold on behalf of my client. So I'm pulling up the list here. We're going to select all. I'm going to first run a little automation that cleans up the phone numbers to make sure it's a phone validator that will make sure that we've got good phone numbers that we're sending text messages to. So that's number one. And then I'm going to select all. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Hold on. Maybe the batch wasn't done uploading. Let me just double check something here. Workflow complete. I got to run that action again. I got a little bit ahead of myself. 268. I'm going to run that again because I want to make sure that everybody gets appropriately cleaned up. And then we're going to select all again. And we're going to do one other. We're going to email. We're going to do email validation to make sure that we've got a good email. And then once those processes are done, I'm going to share the text and email script that I will send to the real estate agent. Now, I'm doing this using technology and doing it one-to-many. You can, if your MLS has this function, you can do it one at a time. So if I go in here and I want to send an email to Kaylee Kelly, a reverse prospecting email, I can send that email to her. And I could just copy and paste and go one by one. And doing that is better than not doing something. Okay, that's better than not doing it. But I've got this ability to do it one-to-many. So I'm going to do that. Steve's kind of a pain, so I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete this one. He gives me a hard time. I don't need his nonsense. All right, I'm going to check the actions here to see where we're at with it. It looks like it's complete. Okay, so I can go back over here. And I'm going to filter for, I'm going to add in a nested filter for valid email. By the way, please hang on. Please hang on for this, because the next thing I'm going to share, the next strategy for finding the right buyers is like proactive and something you're probably not doing on your own listings and is not universally applicable to all of your listings, but this one it might be, and I'll connect the dots on how it might be as well. So stick with me here, and we're going to get to that in just a minute. So I'm going to select all here. Hold on. All of these are valid emails. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So I'm going to select all. And I'm going to send email. Okay. And I'm going to say Meadow 94. I'm just going to call this 94 Meadowbrook RP email. It's coming from Josh Schoenly, EXP Realty. I need to get my sender. There's a specific sending email through this portal here that I need to grab that and just copy and paste it in. So bear with me there for a minute. And then I'll give you the script that I'm going to use with these. Let's see here. Let's type message. There it is. Okay. So I'll copy that, send it here. Subject line. I am literally going to go take the subject line from the reverse prospecting. I'm going to use the exact thing because it's recognizable. Let me know if your client would like to check it out this weekend. This is the pre-header or the preview text. Okay. So, hey, first name. We just made a big price improvement to 94 Meadowbrook Drive in Ickesburg. It's a cabin for sale on over 4 acres with a pond. I'm going to put the link to it. So I need to go and do this. If you want to see my screen, TikTok Live, folks, if you want to see my screen, you can pop on over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. Do me a favor, if you do that, make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and smash the bell. Looks like you may have a client who'd looks like you might have a client. How do I want? It looks like your client, Bright ID. I'm going to merge in the Bright ID. Might be interested. Let me know. Thanks, Josh. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share the text script that I would use. I don't think I'm actually going to send that because I have texted this audience about this property multiple times, and I don't want to wear out my my welcome with them. That said, if it still hasn't sold after this weekend, I might. And quite honestly, I also want to share the next strategy here of proactively finding the buyer for the property. Okay. I'm gonna highlight this. I'm almost done here. All right. So that is ready to go. We're going to send this out in batch mode. Batch mode. That's new. They changed the language on it. Send in batches of 1 every 1 minute. And we're going to start it. This must be an update to this. We're going to start it in 5 minutes from now. And 111, confirm, and let her rip. Let her rip. So I'm going to share. Because I want you all to be able to R&D this. Here's what my text would look like. Maybe I should text it out. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to create the text and save it, and then I might send it out. Okay. So I'm going to send text message 94 Meadowbrook Drive. RP text. Choose the phone number that it's going from. Hey, first name. Remember, this is going to other real estate agents who have clients that this property fits their criteria, the client criteria. They have a saved search for a client in my MLS. Hey, we've just made a big price improvement to 94 Meadowbrook in Ickesburg. The cabin on over 4 acres with a pond. Looks like your client, Bright ID. I'm going to merge in the Bright ID so they can go and look up who the client is. might be interested. Thanks, Josh. Now I'm going to copy that so I have it, and I'm going to send that SMS. No, I'm going to send it. I send it to one person, but that is the message. If you want that message, DM me or text me 717-571-0456 if you want that exact script. Okay. Now, one last thing that, or strategy, one last strategy that I want to unpack here that any and all of you can model or use in your own business if you have properties that could or might make sense for an investor. Go to leaddeck.ai. Leaddeck.ai. It's scrolling, depending on where you're watching this, it's scrolling across the screen. LeadDeck.ai. Create a free account. When you create your free account, you get 100 free credits. You can use the credits to get leads. How would I specifically use it in this scenario? This is a cabin on 4+ acres with a pond. Well, I have had some people interested in maybe doing an Airbnb with it or something like that. It also might be something that an investor might want as a second home. Okay. This doesn't perfectly fit the model, but I just want to open your eyes to how we can proactively create solutions or create opportunities on our own listings. Or if you use my three-step plan for closing 50 deals in 2026 with no ad budget, my three-step plan for closing 50 deals in 2026, if you want a short video walkthrough of that, it's like 8 minutes long, of my three-step plan for closing 50 deals in 2026 with no ad budget. If you want that short video, DM me or text me 717-571-0456. This is how you do step 2 when you find a good deal for bait. So I go and create my free account at leaddeck.ai. I get free credits. I only have 2 credits left, so I got to buy more credits. But I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to buyer target, and I've got cash buyer. Now, I've mentioned this a couple of times already. I'm going to mention this again. This property is in a very remote area, but I'm going to at least check how many cash buyers are there in Ickesburg, Pennsylvania. It can't be a lot. It can't be. It is 2. And what do you know? I have 2 credits. So I'm gonna shoot my shot. I'm gonna shoot my shot here. So it's 2. Now, in a scenario like that where it's a very remote or rural area, how I might also do that. I'm gonna create this buyer target, but I want to show you how you can proactively. You could look at, okay, what's the next closest city or zip code, or I could just go the whole county. So if I go Perry County, Pennsylvania, and I go cash buyers and I choose check lead count, I've got 31. I could just go through all 31 of those. And I can tell you this for sure. If I go through all 31 of those cash buyers, I am going to pick up a client. And in fact, if I have time, I have 2 listing appointments, one at noon and one at 1:30 today. And it's already 9:45 Eastern. So I don't know if I'm going to have time to go through that. But sooner than later, I'm going to go through that whole list of cash buyers in Perry County, all 31 of them. But for now, I've already saved this. We've got 2 cash buyers. So I run that. What does that do? That's using credits to go and find the contact data for these cash buyers. And now if I go to my lead deck, my deal deck on the left-hand side, again, leaddeck.ai, you can sign up for free, create a free account. You get free credits, 100 free credits when you sign up that you can use for leads. I start on my dashboard. I save a buyer target. I then run that to get these 2 investors. And what am I sharing my screen? Okay, small screen, perfect. So we don't get it flagged here. And I'm going to call these 2 folks. I'm going to call them. I'm going to text them, and I'm going to email them because I have the ability to do all of those things. So I'm going to call. I'm going to text, and I'm going to email. And we'll see. It's only 2. So it's a small, it's a small number. But sometimes we get lucky. In fact, when was it? Was it earlier this week on this? Or I don't know. Somewhat recently, I did this. The first guy I called. It's great. Please leave your message for 7-1. I'm going to leave a voicemail, and then I'll share the text that I'm going to share, and then you'll see me. I'll draft the email too. Hey, Mervin, this is Josh Schoenly with eXp Realty. This call is kind of out of the blue, but it looks like you own a number of properties, including at least one in Ickersburg, and we've got a cabin for sale on a little over 4 acres with a pond, and we are just looking for the right buyer. So I don't know if that's something that you might be interested in, or maybe know anyone who might be interested. But I'm going to shoot you a text now as well. If you could give me a call back or text me and let me know either way, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Mervin, and hope to talk soon. So, Mervin. Hey, Mervin. This is Josh with eXp Realty, period. I just left you a voicemail, period. It looks like you are a pretty active investor here in Central PA, and at least one of those properties is in Ickersburg. We have a property up there that might be a good deal for an investor, and I'm just curious if you are looking for any deals right now, or maybe know anyone who might be, ? Hello, this is Josh.
Hi, Josh. Can you tell me how you got the information for the house at 317 White Street? You sent us a letter.
317 East Wideman. Is that in Lebanon?
Yes.
I had spoken with, who did I speak with? It might have been one of your sisters, or I'm not sure. Crystal, yes. Yep, that's right. Listen, no comment here on that. Okay. Well, she made that very clear that she wasn't, and she was frustrated, and I figured I'm just gonna, I'll just bow out of it. Have you guys sold it yet?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
They're trying to tell me that I'm getting it from Middle because it is some amount now. She only died 2 months ago.
I'm sorry. Are you guys think you are selling? Okay.
Yeah, right now we're still cleaning out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she had a lot of words about me to say, which I don't really care.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is. Do you have any idea how much you guys are looking to get for it?
Yeah, well, we have it appraised I don't know how they came up with the money they did, but they said it's part of it because of the garage, because it has a detached garage, and our block is only 3 houses with garages.
Okay.
So they said that's like an asset, pretty much. That's like a good thing to have. And it had like different stuff in the garage, but
Okay.
they said it's 179.9.
Who said that? Who appraised it at that?
Valley.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I don't know, but we are going by the offer that anyway.
Okay.
We are like taking offers.
Okay. Okay.
Right now we're up to 140,000.
Okay.
And we're gonna be doing an open house. We just did the open house.
So you guys are selling it for sale by owner?
Yes.
Okay. Is it actively listed for sale by owner, or you like how did you get that offer?
Someone came in and offered it to us.
Okay, just kind of out of the blue, or?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He came in and he asked what offers we had, and I told him we have one for 115,000. Some guy offered us 50,000. And I told him to get the hell out.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
And then I had it on Marketplace and Facebook, and someone said to me, well, they messed it. Basically, they messed it on the
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I go, and it's not a bad neighborhood. I go, you act like it's cross street, like where you probably live.
Yeah.
I said, please not comment on our posts no more. And I blocked him so he couldn't post no more.
Yeah.
But I thought, what an idiot. And I think he was the guy that wanted it for $50,000.
Okay.
If I'm not, he looks just like the guy. So I should say, well, I guess you're the one that wanted it for $50,000. Everybody didn't say it, but yeah, the first offer was about $50,000, and someone offered us $115 because I guess they resell. Right, they fix them up and resell. Whatever.
Yeah.
So, and then the next person that came in, it was a girl and her husband. They have a child. They want like a 3-bedroom. They offered us $130, and then they said they'd actually give us $133.
Okay.
They took it up, because they really want it, and they call me every week. And then this other guy came in. He looked at it. He said he'd read off baggage. I love this house. I want it. He goes, what's your offer so far? And I told him, he goes, I'll give you $140.
Okay.
I said, okay. I go, I'll let you know. I go, we're still gonna do an open house. We're hoping to get a little bit more, but if we don't, we'll go with that one. But we didn't clean it out yet.
Now, is that an actual buyer? So I would caution you to be careful that they're actually the buyer, because there are a lot of companies out there that will contract properties and then resell their contract.
Yeah, I don't know if he is or not.
Okay.
But me and my sister, me and my older sister, like, we just want to get stuff from my mom's house. We've been going through it, like getting rid of the trash, and then now we have like an estate sale where we're trying to sell some of her things. And then my younger sister, the nice one that you talked to, didn't want us to do that. And then she didn't help us at all with anything yet, except for a yard sale 2 days. And she said that was too much because I mentally abused her. I'm like, whatever. But I'm like, okay. I guess that's why you didn't help with anything so far, because I mentally abused you. Whatever. Yeah. So me and my older sister have been doing everything on my brother. My kid, and he's older than me, so he's been doing a lot of lifting stuff, and we've been like cleaning everything.
Okay.
So we're at the process of packing everything.
Yeah.
And buying where we're taking it. Like some stuff we're taking to Main Society, and then some stuff my brother's taking out to his house. And then I'm bringing. I
just got a lead from the post from earlier.
And my younger sister, she's mad at that because she thinks we should leave it with the house.
Okay.
Everything, let them deal with it. I'm like, there is no way we're doing that.
Okay.
I go, first, no one in their right mind would do that.
Okay.
So, we did a lot the other day. My van just broke down, so I haven't been down the last 2 days.
Okay.
So, but I'm planning on going down this weekend. I want to finish cleaning it out. Hopefully have it all done by this weekend. And then Monday I want to list it as an open house for a couple days. And that's my plan anyway, unless something turns around. My sister said she didn't want to do the open house, my older sister. She said to sell it for what's the highest offer.
It's from what you shared, it sounds like it may qualify for something we call our 7-day stress-free home sale question. Is that something I could maybe send you more info about? And
yeah, I never heard of it.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're welcome to send it to me. I don't know what it is, but
yeah, well, I'd be happy to send you information on how it works and a whole bunch of case studies of other folks like yourself that we've helped them sell to, and really the most important thing would be help them net the most proceeds from the sale.
Yeah. And what's your percentage that you take?
On with that program,
Yeah.
I mean, it depends, and everything is negotiable, but usually 4%.
Yeah, because I know that Iron Valley, they want it 10%.
10%.
And we said no. We're
Yeah.
not. We're doing it ourselves.
Okay.
So, because it's like, why give that? If we sell a house for $150, they would get like over $1,000 since you're selling the house that we already started.
Yeah.
And it would probably be someone that wanted it anyway.
Um,
We had like 18 people interested in our house.
Okay.
Right before we even sold it.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't even catch your name because I've only talked to Crystal.
Yeah, my name is Cheryl.
And is it, yeah. And okay. Well, you sound great. You sound great. So I don't have any problem talking with you. Crystal was getting a little bit wound up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
He doesn't know what to do. So we encouraged him. My sister, when you talked to, got mad because we told him to take the taxes out. She goes, why do you do that? You don't have to pay taxes on that. I was like, yes, he does. And she goes, well, I ain't paying taxes on it. We were like, okay, I'm not even submitted it. And I thought to myself, I hope you get caught.
I muted her because I was trying to email and I didn't want to share it live here, but she just keeps talking. I will explain how this all came about and where this came from and how it started and why she called me after this call is done, if it ever ends. Okay. Hey, if I were to send you some more info, could I email you or should I text you at this number? Yeah, what's a good email? Yeah, what's a good email? Yep. Uh-huh. Got it. And this is your cell phone that you called on? Okay. So I'm going to put together some information on that examples. And if it's something that you would be open to exploring, great. And if not, no worries. But, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least let you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, let me
trust my sister, so she made me the trustee, and my sister don't like that.
Okay. Well, let me first send you some info to see if it's something that might make sense for you guys.
Okay. Yeah.
And I have an appointment at noon and 1:30. If I don't get that over to you before then, I will definitely have something over to you later this afternoon, and I'll text you once I've sent that. That way, sometimes it'll land in your spam or junk folder or whatever.
So how much more do you think you would be able to get for our house?
Well, I mean, not having seen it in person, I am fairly confident we can net you more than the best offer that you have right now. Exactly how much I would have a better idea once I am able to check it out in person, but let me at least see if it's something you guys would even, be open to entertaining first.
Okay, yeah. Because like I said, I know like we got an offer $150,000. There's another guy that wants it, which I don't know why he wants to put in an offer, but he didn't yet. something to do with his bank. He's trying to get a loan, and they haven't approved him yet.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a good lead for you.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like, okay, it doesn't take 2 weeks to get approval.
No.
Or even like, hey, yeah, we can approve you, but we don't know how much.
Yeah.
You know, it usually takes, I mean, my sister, I haven't never won for a loan for a house, so I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But my sister said when they got a loan, it took them like, they approved it right away.
David, I'll share question number 3 again later, whenever this ever ends. I don't know if this is helpful. There were some things in there that I think are good takeaways. Okay.
I'm not holding my breath on this man.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
so we want to do an open house probably I'm hoping by next weekend to do an open house.
Okay.
Before next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then got to decide when the best time to do an open house. Should I do it during the week or the weekend?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I thought one day each, one day during the week and one day during the weekend or something.
Sure.
To get, and then in an evening or something. I have no idea because I really don't want to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Cheryl, I appreciate the call. I'm going to put together some info for you, and then would love to help you guys with it if it's something you're interested in, and if not, no big deal.
Okay. Yeah. And like I said, my last name is Weaver.
Yep.
So if you mail me anything, just don't put Crystal on my email.
I won't. Yep, I won't. No worries.
Yeah, we're done with. After this, I will never speak to her again. So
yeah,
I raised her daughter since she's been a baby. She has a disabled daughter.
Yeah.
I have her since she's been a baby. She never spent any time with her. Now she's trying to threaten me to take her. I mean, she's 38.
Yeah, yeah.
And all of a sudden she wants to, and I'm like, you're never getting it because I'll fight you.
Wow.
Like, don't even entertain that thought.
Yeah.
It's like, you're not getting her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just crazy.
Well,
but, yeah.
I'm sorry that that you guys are going through that, but I will send over some info, and we can see if it makes sense for you, and if so, I'd certainly like to pop by and check it out in person.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I will look at it. When you on the subject line, just put your name or something.
Yeah, I'll put your name and my name. So I usually will say for Cheryl from Josh.
Okay, that'd be great.
And I usually put like the property address. Right. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you reaching out. I'll be in touch. If not later this morning, certainly by end of day today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. That was unexpected, but that's why I like to answer my phone. What? Hicksburg. Wow, that's funny. So this is actually great. This is actually great. This guy, the guy that I texted is yelling at me. There's no Hicksburg. You're 100% right. There is no Hicksburg. I was talking to text, and I should have double checked that it didn't understand that I was saying that was funny. Okay. My goodness. Lots and lots of calls and texts and so forth. So let me unpack that. I'm going to return a call. And I thought I was going to wrap up soon, but we'll see. We'll see. So that call, that was a cash offer request motivated seller lead, inbound lead. And I unpacked yesterday on the mastermind my sources and how I'm using that and all of that. If you're curious, you can go check that out in the free school community, I was talking to a sister. It was an inherited property. I was talking to a sister who's kind of like the black sheep, I think, is what I'm gathering. But part of my automated follow-up is we send direct mail to these leads. So the executor, that's who called me, Cheryl. And she was telling me all about these offers that they have, this, that, and the other thing. And I knew already from what she shared that the best off-market cash offer, like bringing in, one of the investor clients that we'd be bringing into the transaction, wouldn't beat the offer that they think they already have. Now, I don't think it's an actual offer, to be honest, but it doesn't matter. The easy pivot for me was my 7-day stress-free home sale system, because I have a growing amount of evidence and case studies of helping clients like that net the most with the least amount of hassle in a very short period of time. So I will record my Loom proposal and the PDF that I create from that, and I will share that on tomorrow's live stream. In the meantime, I have a Google document that has a bunch of other examples of how I present or propose that to sellers that I'd be happy to share with you if you DM me, or you can even text me 717-571-0456. David asked, what was question number 3 or phrase number 3? So I'm going to share all 4 on the what I promised at the beginning of this, which was now 90 minutes ago, is 4 phrases you can use regularly, like on an ongoing basis, to create more conversations and continue conversations so you can determine motivation, timing, and if you can help someone, whether they're looking to buy, sell, or refi. Number 1, is that right? Is that right? Number 2, did you get all the info you were looking for? Did you get all the info you were looking for? Number 3, David, for you, are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? Are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? And number 4 is specifically for folks who are thinking about selling. Are you staying here in Central PA or relocating elsewhere? Or are you staying here in the Houston area, or are you relocating elsewhere? Okay. Let's see here. I got a missed call. I don't know if it's a real call, or if it was a spam call or not, but that was fun. So I'm going to call back this one too. Oh, and then I got to call Steven, one of the other leads that I pulled with leaddeck.ai. Leaddeck.ai. Hello, this is Josh.
Yeah, hey Josh, can I call you right back? I know it's Laura. I'm sorry. I'm on the other line with my sister-in-law.
Oh yeah, no problem. Absolutely.
Like 5 minutes.
Yep. You bet. You bet. Thanks. I think that was Laura, the lead that came in through homes.com that I called and texted. I'm pretty sure that was her calling back. She, I got to charge my laptop. She was just calling back, but she was on the other line with her sister or something like that, something along those lines. So in the meantime, I'm going to call this other cash buyer that I pulled before Crystal called. No, Cheryl called. I better not call her Crystal. Crystal's the sister. 717-658-008. Whoop. 7. For those of you just jumping on, I pulled active cash buyers around the. This is a business line. Landline. These are all landlines. So unfortunately, that's not going to work, but whatever. Shoot your shot. I did email him, which I did while I was on with Cheryl. Okay. All right. What else can we dig into? I think I'm going to have to call it a day. I need to call a couple of folks around listings. I need to follow up with more potential clients. Here's one thing that I'll do that I'll share in here. Here is an easy way, maybe even a slightly lazy way, to send a thank you, to send a gift or something along those lines to a client or potential client, etc. I am going to use thanks.io. You can get a free account at growwithjosh.com/thanks, THANKS. I'm going to use thanks.io to send a thank you card with a gift card to clients that we helped. They now settled 3 weeks ago or something like that. And I just haven't sent them a gift. I don't know them well enough to know like what would be a valuable gift. It's a new home. And so I'm going to send them a gift card here. And if this is something that you want to explore or you'd like help with, we can certainly help you with this. I use thanks.io for lots of strategies. In fact, I'm glad I did this. I will find the direct mail that is the reason why Cheryl called me. Cheryl called me from direct mail. I'm not even thinking of that. I wasn't even thinking. So I am going to send Todd and Amy a gift card. I thought there was Lowe's or Home Depot. Let me think here. Amazon? I could do Amazon, I guess. I mean, Amazon is kind of nice. Crate and Barrel, Callaway. I swear that, Home Depot. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to give them a Home Depot. I'm going to go $100. Okay. I'm splurging. It was a nice commission. So, by the way, if you're on the TikTok live and you want to see my screen, you can pop over to Josh Schoenly Coaching on YouTube. When you do, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up and smash the bell. Hey, Todd and Amy, just wanted to say thanks again for the opportunity to help the two of you find your dream home. Hope you're enjoying it, and wishing you a wonderful holiday. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving and a very Merry Christmas. Best, Josh. Okay. So I'm going to choose handwriting. I'm going to choose that dude for my handwriting font. I could just do I could do my own. I could just do normal print. There are lots of options here. I could do red. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna go with red, and I'm gonna hit save and continue. Add address. So I'm gonna knock this out real quick, and then I will show you the direct mail piece that is the reason why Cheryl called me. That call that we had with them. Oh my goodness, I can't remember what their address is. This is terrible. What is the address of the home they purchased? I got to go and find it. It was a new construction home. Todd Miller. Oh, there it is. 879 Ashfield Drive. Beautiful. Bada bing. Bada boom. Here we go. So I'm going to save and continue. Submit and send. And let me see if I can find the direct mail piece. That is the reason Cheryl called me about the inherited property they are looking to get sold. Is this it? No, I don't want to cancel. What? Oh, that is just about to go out. I'm not sure what that is. Hold on. Let me try and I want to find the right one. I think I know what she was referring to, just based upon what she had said. So that one, I need delivered mail pieces. Yeah, you know what? List days after added. Here's how I can. Bear with me here. I want to show you. So for cash offer request leads, inbound cash offer request leads, I have a campaign, specifically a direct mail campaign that goes out to them. It is included in the bonuses, in the resources that are in the Skool community, the free Skool community, with the replay of yesterday's session. It's in right here. It's this resource right here. Okay, so it's all in there for you, but I want to show you in real time here. Here we go. There's only two. I guess I only have two pieces in here. So this is what it was this window list letter. Okay, so now I know what to show you. It's this letter right here. I'm going to show you full screen. This is a letter that is sent out with thanks.io to interested parties. Come on, load up here for me. Come on. There we go. Would you consider selling your home to an out-of-state private client of ours? You know what? I need to change that. I don't want it to be out-of-state private client. I'm going to say to a private client of ours. That is, this letter's working really well. This letter's working really well. Okay. All right. As I come in for a landing here and wrap it up, here are the 4 phrases that I promised again. I mentioned them numerous times throughout here, but I want you to use them. And we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. Is that right? Is that right? So, for example, hey, David, it looks like you requested a cash offer for your property at street address. Is that right? Question mark. Is that right? Is the phrase. There's lots of ways you can use that. The second one, did you get all the info you were looking for? Hey, Jason, it looks like you requested info on our listing at 497 Middletown Road. Did you get all the info you were looking for? Number three, and this is the one that I used with Laura, who is going to call me back. She said in 5 to 10 minutes. Are you looking for a home for yourself to live in, or are you an investor? Okay, and I sent that because the one that she was reaching out about is pending under contract. The last one, this is for folks that are thinking about selling. And this actually goes off the back of a number of things, but my reverse psychology script. Hey, David, I know you're probably not ready to sell right now, but when the time is right to move on from street address, will you be staying here in Central PA or relocating elsewhere? That is a great email and text script. I'm not just saying theoretically. That one works really well. I haven't used it in a while. I need to use it. I need to use it more often. Since I still have a couple minutes, and I don't have to pee too bad yet. TMI. I want to share. I've generated. We've gotten while live here at least one lead from the app. Yeah. So here we go. I don't have a cell phone for Diane. This is a lead that came in through the process that I did earlier, where promoting my price improved listing. And I only have name and email. So for Diane from Josh, 94 Meadowbrook Drive. Hey, Diane, looks like you requested info about our listing at 94 Meadowbrook Drive in Ickesburg. The cabin on over 4 acres with a pond. Did you get all the info you were looking for? That's one of the phrases. I'm going to punctuate this live stream with that. There you have it. In real life, IRL. do me a huge favor. If you got any value from today's live stream, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure, please subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Josh Schoenly Coaching. If you would be interested or open to strategizing on how we could partner together to help you with a simple three-step plan to help you close 50 deals in 2026. Doesn't have to be 50. Maybe you only want to do 25. But we can adapt the plan accordingly to help you do that with no ad budget. You can schedule a free strategy session at growwithjosh.com/20. growwithjosh.com/20. That link should be in the description with this video as well. I will be back tomorrow. I will share some of the proposals and follow-up that I'll be doing throughout the day. I'll have an update on my listing appointments today. I have a listing appointment for a property in my neighborhood. And then I have one that was a very motivated seller, cash offer request lead. I'll have an update on that and some other stuff as well. And I'll be back at it tomorrow morning. I hope to see you bright and early. And if you missed any of the resources or any of the information shared, etc., you can either DM me on, ideally Facebook, DM me on Facebook, ideally, but I'll find it otherwise, or text me direct 717-571-0456. Make it a great day. Appreciate you all. Hopefully talk soon.